Did Pakistan, China, Russia conduct secret nuke tests? Why did Israel deny safe passage to Hamas fighters? What is SIR 2.0 starting in Bengal? Will Tejasvi's MSP cash promises sway voters? Will China's move make gold costlier in India? Can 7 Muslim nations form a Gaza peace force? We'll discuss all these major stories in detail. Namaste and welcome to Sutra Network, your trusted link to news, views, and stories that matter. In a surprising claim, US President Donald Trump has accused Pakistan, China, Russia, and North Korea of conducting secret nuclear tests. His remarks follow reports of unusual seismic activity detected in Pakistan's Balochistan region and the appearance of rare lenticular clouds over Quetta, phenomena that have sparked speculation of covert nuclear activity. Trump's statement has raised concern among global security analysts who warn that such tests, if confirmed, could escalate nuclear tensions and violate existing international treaties. While there has been no official response from the accused nations, experts suggest that the reported seismic patterns may warrant independent verification. The US administration is reportedly monitoring the situation closely. This latest allegation adds to rising geopolitical strain, especially amid ongoing US disputes with China and Russia and Washington's concern about nuclear proliferation in South Asia. Israel has denied reports that it would allow safe passage for about 200 Hamas fighters from the Israeli-controlled Rafah area into Gaza. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office stated that Israel remains firm on disarming Hamas and preventing any terrorist threats. Earlier, Israeli media suggested a possible deal under which fighters could surrender weapons and Hamas would return bodies of fallen hostages. However, the report sparked backlash from Israeli ministers. Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich called the ideas madness, while National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir demanded the militants be killed or captured instead. The IDF confirmed it had eliminated several terrorists who crossed the yellow line, posing an immediate threat. Meanwhile, the remains of 3 Israeli soldiers, Asaf Hammi, Captain Umar Neutra, and Oz Daniel, were recovered from Gaza. Around 1,200 people were killed in Hamas' October 7, 2023 attack on Israel. The summary intensive revision of electoral rolls has begun in West Bengal, with booth-level officers visiting homes from November 4th to December 4th. The exercise aims to verify voter eligibility and draft rolls will be published on December 9. BLOs will carry ID cards with QR codes for verification and may be accompanied by party agents. Voter needs to fill 2 enumeration forms, provide EPIC, Aadhaar, and 2 photos. Name from the 2002 electoral roll are key for verification. Those missing from it may later be asked for citizenship documents. If not home, BLOs will revisit up to 3 times. Family members can fill forms for those away. Final electoral rolls will be published on February 7, 2026 after claims and objections are addressed between December 9 and January 31st. The Election Commission clarified the SIR is for voter verification, not citizenship determination. With just 2 days left for Bihar's first phase of polling on November 6th, political campaigns have intensified across the state. RJD leader Tejasvi Yadav promised 300 rupees per quintal on paddy and 400 rupees on wheat over the MSP, along with 30,000 rupees to women on Makar Sankranti if the India bloc forms the government. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other NDA leaders, including Amit Shah and JP Nadda, are holding rallies emphasizing women's empowerment and welfare schemes. The NDA's manifesto focuses on jobs, education, healthcare, and MSP guarantees, while the India bloc pledges government jobs for 1 member per family and monthly aid of 2,500 rupees for women. Campaigning for the first phase ends today, with voting on November 6th and counting on November 14th. China has scrapped the value-added tax exemption on gold sales, which could increase prices there by 3 to 5%. The new rule came into effect on November 1st, 2025. Now, retailers will have to pay VAT on gold purchased from Shanghai Gold Exchange before selling it. This move aims to boost government revenue amid China's sluggish economy and declining real estate income. As the world's largest consumer of gold, China's decision is expected to push global prices upward. Experts predict that gold prices in India could also rise by 3 to 5% as international rates directly influence the domestic market. In Istanbul, foreign ministers from 7 Muslim countries Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Jordan, Pakistan, Indonesia, and Turkey held a closed door meeting. The discussion focused on establishing an international peace force to monitor the ceasefire and ensure lasting peace in Gaza. Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan said the initiative is in its early stages, with the force's structure and responsibilities yet to be finalized. Several countries have expressed willingness to send peacemakers to Gaza. Despite the ceasefire that began on October 10th, reports of multiple violations have emerged. Meanwhile, the Red Cross has recovered the bodies of 3 hostages, further escalating tensions in the region. Tech experts have warned about a new cyber threat, vibe hacking, which targets not just your data but your emotions and thoughts. It's a blend of AI and social engineering, where every online activity, videos watched, likes, comments, and scrolls become a data point for algorithms to analyze. AI then identifies the user's mood and tailors content accordingly to influence opinions and decisions. This technique can be used for marketing, political propaganda, or ideological influence. Over time, users may struggle to distinguish between their genuine opinions and those shaped by algorithms. The key defense is digital awareness. Verify content sources, question emotional triggers, and monitor your online behavior. While it can be beneficial for ethical branding, in malicious hands, it poses a serious threat to mental independence. A South African fan criticized former men's cricketers for not supporting the women's team during the ICC Women's World Cup 2025 final against India. In a viral Instagram video, the fan Thanjavur said, "Where are they? Was this even not high profile enough?" While praising India's stars like Sachin Tendulkar and Rohit Sharma for showing up. The fan added, "Indians live and breathe cricket. They deserve this win." India defeated South Africa by 52 runs to claim their maiden 50-over Women's World Cup title. Despite Laura Woolworth's valiant 101, the Proteas were bowled out for 246 while chasing 299. Woolworth ended the tournament with a record of 571 runs, the highest in a single edition. For more such global updates, subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and do visit our website.